Alrighty, folks, here we go again. I somewhat forgot today was the whole Millennia episode. I might want to actually look it up again. She's just such a pain in the freaking keister, ain't she? She is, man. I think I've pretty consistently got her into phase 2. There is a strategy that they talked about where you just like split away, let her do the attack, and then see if you're able to punish that. And I might actually try that today. The boss is optional, so yeah, this entire area is optional. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more baloney bosses in the game. I'd say the single most frustrating thing about her is her lifesteal. It feels unfair, and it does turn it into an attrition battle 9 times out of 10, regardless of what Ash you choose, because she's gonna deal absurd damage and just heal that back. And I feel like it cancels out so many strategies. It's not hard to see why this is optional. Like the boss is freaking broken. It is complete bust though. And again, I was saying this yesterday. I don't see the Ashes as being overpowered at all. I don't see any Ash, Tish, or anyone else being able to solo this boss straight up. Like whoever is saying that is exaggerating, and we saw that play out multiple times in yesterday's episode. That was a plus 10 Tish, and she wasn't able to solo the boss. Period. So if you're using that as evidence, saying like, oh my Tish almost soloed the boss, you're freaking lying. Just admit it. You're not telling the truth. You have an agenda, you're trying to get the Ash nerfed, what have you, and you're, just making stuff up. Because we straight up and flat out did not see that yesterday at all. And we'll probably see it again today. I'm probably going to have to do a decent amount of damage to stagger and or push the boss into phase 2. And Tisha is going to be in there peppering staggers. That's basically what she does. She does the red slice thing to reduce the health by like 10%. The boss has like 1,000,000 HP, and she cuts the boss to like 900k. And yeah, that's pretty much it. she helps with stagger and boss movement control. But as we've seen, sometimes the boss just straight up ignores staggers and just attacks anyway, which is interesting, very interesting. Like one of the boss's few counters is not even a stable counter. So yeah, she's interesting. And as we saw yesterday, she sadly can still lifesteal even if you're blocking. Even if you block 100% of the damage of the hit, she can still gain life, which is pretty stinking being, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's pretty stinking powerful that she can gain life even through that. Rivers of Blood is mentioned. Are we going to try that, or are we just going to try beating her down with the jump attack? This is the big kicker. She heals every time she hits you with an attack, even when blocked. Sheesh, man. I'm telling you, this boss, like... Other bosses, it's like... You need to have your timing down, you need to dodge, you need to do your stuff. Like this boss, you need to completely revamp like half of your strategies, because half your strategies are null and void with that broken is all get out lifesteal mechanic. Like that's the entire reason I switched from 2 weapons, power stancing, to the sword and shield, sword and board, because But I just wasn't hitting her, and that is something you cannot do on this boss. Like, you have to keep applying pressure and pushing the boss down. Red Main Knight Olga. Maybe we should try her. The only problem is we need to stock up on Ghost Glovorts. Dragon Great Shield, we might want to take a look at. And I might try it 1 or 2 more times before I do that, because we might actually have what it takes. We did get her pretty far into phase 2 yesterday. So we might see if we can do that again today. Today's stream will probably be right up until 10 o'clock. And why isn't this catching? Come on, dude, come on. Usually it's like automatic. Maybe if I like start playing the game, it'll catch the game. Like, you can hear it, right? What is going on with OBS, dude? Are we just gonna have to cancel today's episode? I might have to restart the game, actually, because this is so unusual. I mean, it might have been timing, too. Let's try restarting the game. This is so frustrating, dude. And I've had problems with OBS recently. Like, yesterday, the timer just, like, straight up reset, and that, like, almost never happens. If necessary, I'll just let it slide. Tomorrow I'm gonna exercise. I'm gonna play some piano, I think, read a book. I really need to do more reading. Once I beat this game, I think I'm gonna catch up on piano, catch up on reading books. I don't think I'll stream another game for a while. I'll probably just stream exclusively on the weekend after I beat Elden Ring. Tell me an error occurred. What? I closed out of the game completely. Like, what do you mean an error occurred? Come on, dude. We're trying to get them attempts in, yo. Attempts on Millennia. Bored of crappy developers. Every other boss has felt like doable up until now, but this boss, it just feels like overtuned. And maybe it was like made even stronger by the fact that you don't have to fight this boss. Maybe they're just like, you know what, no rules, woo! It's not a boss you have to fight. Dudes, I don't know what the deal is today on this.